The first thing that we are going to address is, so what happens is if you go to arsenaldirect.com to purchase any of Arsenal merchandise, this is the message which will be shown to you, that your basket is empty as Tottenham's trophy cabinet. I am not joking. You go and check it out in US, you can check it out in any country. Arsenal's official website, if you have an empty cart, shows this message. Your basket is as empty as Tottenham's trophy cabinet. Now, I generally don't bring up every time a Tottenham stat whenever I feel uncomfortable where Arsenal are, or whenever I feel uncomfortable if we lose a game so that I could feel better. But this is super hilarious. I mean, it's not at all professional. Was the Arsenal website hacked? Whoever did it, my God, is a legend. Is a legend. Sure, he needs to be protected though. That, my friend, is next level creativity, bruv. Like, I literally lost my marbles when I saw it first time. So moving on. So as Roma are expected to make a fresh attempt to sign Granit Xhaka this summer, Jose Mourinho is a huge admirer of Xhaka and believes he will add a mental toughness to a side who find themselves behind the big hitters in Serie A. Okay, so Granit Xhaka is back into the whole. I think the summer. I don't know. Like last time when I saw Sevilla spend a lot of money under Monkey when he was just. I think was he that he was reappointed or something. They spent a lot of money to build a heavily. Lots of signings were made in that season. I'm not going to talk about PSG signing two expensive players. I'm going to talk about the kind of ridiculous players. The number of players that Arsenal need to sign in the next window is ridiculous. Like we got to fill up those midfield roles. We have to get a right backup. We got to see if our holding is leaving or not, so we could get another prospective centre back if we need. We're going to talk about wingers. We have to talk about what is the position for Nicola Pepe. Are we going to give him a new contract? What happens? Where are we heading in that direction? Of course, the ever-present problem of a striker. Yes, we're going to talk about that as well. So, Martinelli on his work ethic says, it's because of my dad. He always says that football players don't play all the games good. But if you work hard every single game, everyone is going to see that you want to win and fight for the fans and the team as well. I try to do it every single game. You know what? His dad is a legend because of him, we see Martinelli run that up and down the flank for the whole bloody 90 minutes, man. He's a live wire. That's what I call him as. So Pablo Mari, on deciding to leave Arsenal, says, I haven't had any luck at Arsenal, but when I've been on the pitch, I think I've given a very good level. In the end, there comes a point where you have to make decisions. And talking about Mikel Arteta, Pablo says, Arteta is one of the best managers I've come across. He helped me a lot to understand football better. It's an idea very similar to Guardiola's, but with its nuances. See, the only reason Mikel Arteta is still at Arsenal is because he has not had a fallout with the players. So he's trying to build something really huge. Nigel Winterburn on Aubameyang says, Arteta decided enough is enough. You're the captain and I'm trying to lead a young team and it's not acceptable. It's been such a strong stance that they felt the best move was for Aubameyang to leave. Perhaps the Amazon documentary will reveal more. You know what? I'm also waiting for that. I'm waiting for that Amazon documentary. Hell, oh yes sir. Yes sir, I am. Nigel Winterburn is like bang on. I mean, I completely believe that. So let's find out what territory Arsenal attack, defend, or like what part do we control more in the Premier League. So now I'm going to expand this only for you guys so that you guys can get a better idea of where Arsenal are. So if you can see exactly on the left hand side top, there is Arsenal. Okay, let me just, if I can, of course. So here we go. If you can see Arsenal, you can see the left flank, you can see the right flank. You can see that that role in the centre back and the midfield, yes. But if you can check the number, the place where the number 10, the central part of the field, that is where we are struggling. I mean, no straight movement for Arsenal right away. But if you can check, if you can check Manchester City, they look super complete. A tad better than Liverpool. If you see Liverpool and Manchester City, that's exactly where you need to be, comparing yourselves into if you're going to challenge for the trophy in the future. If you check Chelsea also, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, that's the big reason why they're in the top three, man. That's one of the big reasons why they're in the top three. If you see Tottenham, my God, that's exactly what their report should look like under Antonio Conte, if I'm not mistaken. Moving on, so let's talk about Renato Sanchez. Now, what do we have about Renato Sanchez that we need to talk about? So, Fabrizio Romano says, recent report says, at the moment Arsenal are not in negotiations with Renato Sanchez, with his agent or with Lille. So at the moment the situation is quiet. But last summer, Arsenal, Barcelona and Liverpool were three clubs seriously interested in Renato Sanchez. So I would keep them in the list because Renato Sanchez is a kind of player that you keep on your list for the long term. So I'm sure that he's still on the list of the three clubs. That is the most driest update Fabrizio has ever provided. Moving on, so the best 11 for AFCON 2021 is here and Mohamed El Neni makes the 11. That, my friend, is fantastic. Moving on, so let us talk about oh my god, Evan Ndika. Now if you would wonder, oh bro, that's Tapsoba, that's not Ndika. So the one wearing an Eintracht jersey who's right behind that is Evan Ndika. I'm sorry, I got the wrong image. So according to German outlet Bild, Frankfurt are likely to lose centre half Evan Ndika on a free transfer this summer. Let's see if he's still in the cards. Moving on, so there's a big blow of Tomiyasu, whether he may not be available for the game against Wolves. So we've got an update from Charles Watts. He says, I think the big one that we're all going to be wondering around is Tomiyasu, isn't it? You know what is going on with Tommy? Not seen any pictures of him in training since they got back from Dubai. It is a little bit worrying. We heard Mikel Arteta say that after the 0-0 against Burnley just before the break, Mikel saying that Tommy would be out for a few weeks with his calf injury. We haven't seen him in training yet, so you've got to think he's a big doubt for this Thursday. I agree, yes, that could be the case. But moving on, let's talk about Mohamed El Neni reacted to his loss in the Africa Cup of Nations final. He says, he actually wrote on Instagram that, I really do not know what to say, but I would like to thank you for your support to us and that you felt our fatigue and that we did everything to win the championship and make you happy and make the people of Egypt who are seriously worthy to be happy. But God's destiny and what he wills. Praise be to God and God willing we will make every effort that we all rejoice on our way to the World Cup. Now that, you know what's the funniest part? The World Cup qualifiers next time around, I think it's next month or something, Senegal versus Egypt for the World Cup qualifiers. It has 2 qualification rounds. All the best, Senegal. Bruno Guimaraes, no, I'm not gonna give him clout because of course I don't have a really big platform to talk about cloud, but still I'm not going to talk much about him. For now, I'm only going to talk about Aston Villa. Aston Villa want to sign Alex Lacazette. Yes, he's now being eyed up by yet another club as Aston Villa set sights on the Frenchman. Now, which door will he pick? Will he go back to Lyon, or are we going to talk about him playing for Newcastle? Or, you know, they were highly interested in him, and of course Aston Villa have joined the purchase line. Let's see if that's going to be happening or not. So, talking about William Saliba, of course, there were reports that Real Madrid are interested to sign William Saliba. They are very much interested to know what exactly Arsenal are planning with him. So, Arsenal have reportedly maintained their stance that William Saliba will not leave Arsenal for good in the summer, and that Real Madrid should be worried about it, and they should look elsewhere. That's the whole idea. That's exactly how it should be. Real Madrid, calm down, bro. Calm down. Yeah. Moving on, so let us talk about Mark Lawrenson, who has predicted that Wolves will beat Arsenal 2-0 on Thursday evening. He says, Wolves went out of the FA Cup last weekend to Norwich, but their Premier League form has been very impressive since the turn of the year. Bruno Laga's side are very good defensively. That means that they can put in a pretty average performance going forward, but still have a chance of winning games because they are so solid. They have conceded only 16 in 21 league games so far. I don't think Arsenal will break them down either. That is a very good point because, you know, breaking down a team, we've not done that convincingly. So, but we have done it at times. Yes, we opened up Watford when we beat them 1-0. Burnley 1-0. That was a free kick. So still, we are yet to beat The teams that actually are defensively solid in the Premier League. So let's move on with the news of the evening. Let's talk about Christopher Nkunku. So finally, we have a report from RB Leipzig transfer chief Olivier Mitzlaff, who's opened up about Arsenal target Christopher Nkunku. He says, Nkunku will also play with us next season because, of course, he's a very important player. In football, nothing is ever certain, but that is our plan. Wow. Let's see what happens. So, with this, I'd like to end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know in the comments, do you think Christopher Nkunku should be brought in by Arsenal for the false nine role? Because he is definitely relishing that. You call it Leipzig's Champions League campaign, whatever it is, he's just doing it in a fantastic way. So let's see if Nkunku is in your priority list or not. Let me know in the comments. I will see you in the next one. Until then, cheers.